Welcome back to Justice. Almost 20 months after 4 Americans massacred, the mainstream media is finally seriously looking at Benghazi. Really? Indisputable emails link the White House now to Susan Rice's false video narrative. A top military intelligence official testifies the White House knew right away it was not a video. Justice has covered this tragedy since the beginning, and we've never stopped fighting for answers. With me now, Tom Fitton, the president of Judicial Watch, an organization that also fought for the truth and finally obtained those unredacted Benghazi emails and documents through a Freedom of Information request. Tom Fitton, Tom, good evening. Thanks for what you've done. How did you get the emails and the documents? What did you have to do?
First, we asked for them, and when the Obama administration ignored our request, we went to federal court. We asked for them, by the way, beginning in October of 2012, about a month after the attack. The administration ignored us. We sued in June of last year. Finally, because it was in court, the administration promised to turn over the documents, and they waited, obviously, to the last minute, April 17th, to finally turn over the big smoking gun.
Well, you know, from October of, I guess it's 2012 until, I think you said it was June, you waited for them to give you the information before you went to court. Did you think that they would ever do it?
You know, the nice thing about being in court is it's a regular process. It's not a political process like congressional investigations. We knew we were going to get something. And almost as importantly, we knew what we weren't going to get, in the sense that the administration needs to tell us what they're not giving us and explain to the court why. So we now have a guide for what's out there, at least from our court case. And, you know, if Congress is paying attention, and frankly, if the media starts paying attention, they have a better idea of what's out there and what still needs to be released.
All right. What was your first reaction when you saw these emails?
Well, the whole batch of emails is fascinating and extraordinary, and obviously the talking points email stood out as an important document that we knew was going to have an impact. I was always confused because there were these talking points that everyone had been talking about, but they were only prepared for Congress, it looked like. And I was wondering, where were these other talking points for Susan Rice? Are these the same as the congressional talking points? What was going on? Aha, we found out. There was a different set of talking points that had additional false information in it, namely the internet video being behind the protests, and we found it on just the last 2 weeks.
And what's your take, Tom, of the mainstream media's coverage of Benghazi and the fact that, you know, for so long they were not interested in covering this?
Well, you know, unfortunately, the administration has a lot of friendly allies in the media. And, you know, frankly, Fox News and Cheryl Atkinson over at CBS News, when she was there, were the only two big media organizations interested in pursuing Benghazi. Speaker Boehner has stood in the way. He finally got out of the way this week. Many Republican leaders in the House didn't want to look into it. So the fact that it was little old Judicial Watch that had to get this information out there is an indictment of Congress, and it's an indictment of the media.
All right, and it also is a testament to your determination. And last, very quickly, are you trying to obtain even more information on Benghazi, Tom?
We are. We have additional lawsuits pending, more Freedom of Information Act requests that are also being ignored. And even in this batch of documents, they're withholding key pieces of information that we're going to have to battle them over in court if they don't want to voluntarily disclose it.
All right, Tom Fitton, thanks so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you, Jenny.
All right. And coming up, bombshell Benghazi testimony from one high-ranking general reignites that debate. Did the President of the United States leave 4 Americans to die? That's next. And later, Congressman Jason Chaffetz tells Justice in an exclusive interview about new information that could blow the Benghazi investigation wide open.